Soccer. It is the world's most beloved sport, a source of passion that electrifies people everywhere. We rejoice together in our favorite team's victory and shed tears together in defeat. The chants that shake the stadium, the horse cheers in front of the television, the 90 minutes spent riding an emotional roller coaster with every move a player makes. It is the ultimate entertainment that sports can offer, a culture that enriches our very lives. But how much do we truly know about the deep-rooted issues that have festered for years behind the scenes of this glamorous world? First, there is the opacity of evaluation. Is a player's future potential really being assessed correctly? The reality is that a player's destiny is often swayed by a scout's subjective eye, an agent's negotiating power, or a limited network of contacts. Evaluations not based on data can sometimes lead to overlooking or undervaluing talent, casting a long shadow over a player's career development. Second is the opacity of management. We have almost no way of knowing if the finances of the clubs we support are truly sound. Murky flows of money can sometimes become a breeding ground for corruption and fraud, hindering a club's long-term development. Despite being the most ardent supporters, fans' voices rarely reach the table where important decisions are made. Third is the inequality of opportunity. A boy kicking a ball in a small African village, a girl with extraordinary talent in a South American slum. The cases are endless where they are forced to give up on their professional dreams due to economic or geographical constraints. Talent is supposed to be distributed throughout the world, yet the system for discovering and nurturing that talent is far too biased. These challenges are structural problems that create disadvantages for everyone involved in soccer: players, clubs, and fans. But what if these deep-rooted issues could be solved from the ground up with the power of technology? What if a revolution to bring true fairness and transparency to the world of soccer has already begun? At the center of this revolution is Blockchainsports, BCS, which this article will thoroughly explain. BCS is not just another new app or service. It is a grand project that aims to redefine the very nature of soccer by integrating cutting-edge technologies like AI, blockchain, and VR, and to build a sustainable economic zone where players, clubs, and fans can truly prosper together. We will now unravel the full picture: why BCS is needed in the soccer world today, its core vision and concrete initiatives, the proven results from Brazil, and the enormous impact it is poised to have on the Japanese market. This is the beginning of a story that cannot be ignored when discussing the future of soccer. What is Blockchainsports? First, let's define the core of what BCS is. BCS is a next-generation sports economic zone, ecosystem, that integrates AI, blockchain, and VR technologies to bring an unprecedented level of fairness and transparency to everyone involved in soccer: players, clubs, fans, and investors. This grand vision is supported by three core pillars. 1. Realizing fair talent discovery and evaluation. Instead of relying on the subjective views and experience of scouts, AI objectively analyzes vast amounts of data to visualize a player's talent. Furthermore, by recording this evaluation data on the blockchain, it builds a highly reliable and unalterable player's digital passport. This provides every player with the opportunity to receive a fair evaluation commensurate with their ability. 2. Promoting transparent club management and fan participation. It makes club financial information and transfer fee flows transparent on the blockchain, eliminating the risk of corruption and fraud. As an ultimate goal, it aims to introduce a DAO, decentralized autonomous organization, mechanism, realizing true fan participatory club management where fans can vote on important club decisions through tokens. 3. Creating new fan engagement. Fans are no longer mere spectators or consumers. They evolve into partners who directly support the players and clubs they love through NFTs and tokens, sharing in their success. It creates a new cycle of value where fan support directly contributes to the growth of players and clubs, and the returns are shared back with the fans. By integrating these three visions, BCS is attempting to dismantle the outdated structures of the soccer world and build a new, highly reliable ecosystem from the ground up, based on technology. Why does soccer need blockchain now? The 3 concrete problems BCS solves. The vision of BCS is grand, but it is not mere idealism. It is based on a very clear solution to the concrete problems facing modern soccer. Here, we will delve into these 3 core problems and the technology-driven solutions that BCS provides. Problem number 1, opaque and subjective player evaluations. A player's career can swing between heaven and hell based on a single scout's eye. Of course, the intuition of a scout backed by years of experience is important. However, this evaluation is often subjective and lacks objective standards. Information manipulation by agents and data fragmentation are also serious problems. A player's performance in one league is not always correctly evaluated in another, and their true value has always been shrouded in fog. BCS is trying to clear this fog of evaluation with technology. At its heart are its proprietary L1 blockchain, ADLTA network, and its AI scouting technology, DOVA-Scan. ADLTA network is a highly specialized modular blockchain designed from scratch to meet the vast data management needs of the sports industry. It has a 3-layer structure: an execution layer for high-speed transaction processing, an interoperability layer for connecting with other blockchains, and a storage layer for securely storing player performance data and NFTs, covering all necessary functions for a sports ecosystem. DOVA-Scan is, in essence, a future talent discovery engine. It analyzes the physical abilities, match statistics, and growth curves of young athletes around the world using AI to predict their future potential as objective numerical data. It continues to analyze key metrics such as pace, dribbling, passing, defense, and shooting fairly, 24/7, without human bias. The performance of players, digitized by DOVA-Scan, is recorded on the ADLTA network and built as an unalterable digital passport. This is an attempt to digitize a player's value as a real-world asset, RWA, and once the data is recorded, it cannot be changed by anyone. This enables clubs and agents to conduct fair contract negotiations based on a single, reliable data source. Problem number 2, overlooked talent and inequality of opportunity. Only a handful of geniuses can stand at the top of the soccer pyramid. However, at the base of that pyramid lies countless talents who were never even given a chance to try due to economic or geographical constraints. Regions where scouts do not reach, families that cannot afford to send their children to professional academies. Talent is given equally, but opportunity has never been equal. BCS has developed the talent discovery social media app Foot Union to correct this inequality of opportunity. This is not just an SNS. It is a platform for the democratization of talent. With Foot Union, any young person anywhere in the world can post highlight videos of their soccer skills and showcase them to the global soccer community. All that is needed is a smartphone and a passion for soccer. The posted videos are constantly analyzed and curated by the aforementioned DOVA-Scan AI. The AI objectively evaluates a player's abilities and automatically highlights those with high potential. This information then catches the eye of scouts participating in the BCS ecosystem. Players selected by the AI then proceed to an in-person evaluation by the project's scouting committee. The best among them are then registered as a digital card, NFT, on the BCS official marketplace, opening the way for them to receive support from clubs and fans around the world. Foot Union is a revolutionary mechanism that opens the previously closed door to a professional career to young people worldwide through the power of technology. Problem number 3, closed, opaque club management and disconnection from fans. Many professional sports clubs are operated top-down by a few owners and executives. The flow of transfer fees and sponsorship money is often a black box, and the risk of corruption and fraud has been pointed out. Fans, who are the most important stakeholders, rushing to the stadium for every match, buying merchandise, and passionately supporting the club, rarely have their voices reflected in important decision-making. This one-way relationship has created fan frustration and has been a factor hindering long-term engagement. BCS proposes a new form of club management where fans take the lead, breaking down this closed structure with blockchain technology. By managing financial information such as club revenue, expenses, and transfer fee flows on the ADLTA network, all transaction histories become traceable. This transparency is a powerful foundation for gaining the trust of investors and sponsors. The ultimate goal of BCS is club management by DAO. A DAO is an organization that operates autonomously through a program on the blockchain, smart contracts, and the votes of its participants, without a specific administrator. In the BCS ecosystem, fans and investors gain a voting right on important club decisions by holding the club's official tokens. For example, fans will be able to cast their own vote directly on issues such as the appointment of a new manager, the design of the uniform, the stadium renovation plan, and even the acquisition policy for new players. This means that fans will be promoted from mere customers to management participants who create the future of the club together. A system where a portion of the revenue is returned directly to the players and the club when fans purchase NFTs or club tokens has already been introduced. Through NFTs issued on major public chains such as Polygon and Ethereum, fans can directly support players and back their growth financially. A new cycle of value among the three parties, fans, players, and clubs, is beginning to emerge. The impact of BCS proven in Brazil. The vision that BCS paints is not just a blueprint for the future. It has already accumulated concrete results that prove its effectiveness on the stage of the soccer powerhouse, Brazil. BCS currently operates state-of-the-art development academies in 3 cities in Brazil: Rio de Janeiro, Acapulco, and Sobral. These academies select talented players from among young people who have had limited access to sports opportunities due to economic reasons. Under the guidance of professional coaches and nutritionists, they provide a comprehensive education for them to grow not only as soccer players but also as individuals. The performance data and growth records of the players at the academy are all centrally managed on the ADLTA network. This has enabled overseas clubs to access accurate and reliable player data at any time without having to dispatch scouts to the location. This innovative initiative and its social impact have even earned the support of the Brazilian government. A concrete success story connected to Japan. This academy system has already produced tangible results. One of the academy graduates, Italo Dias Menezes, had his solid ability and potential recorded on the blockchain, evaluated, and in 2024, he successfully signed a contract with a professional Japanese soccer club, Wyvern FC. This is a symbolic case that proves that the BCS ecosystem is a powerful platform that connects player talent and clubs across borders. The BCS revolution is no longer a distant fire, but has begun to have a direct connection to the Japanese soccer world as well. The endorsement of global legends. The legitimacy of the BCS vision is also backed by the support of soccer legends. The king of former Brazilian national team, Romário, a member of the 2006 World Cup winning team, former Italian national team player Marco Materazzi, the genius playmaker of the former Dutch national team, Wesley Sneijder, the goal scorer of the former French national team, David Trezeguet, and the super offensive side back of the former Brazilian national team, Maicon. An illustrious lineup of legends supports the project as BCS ambassadors. Why do they endorse this new endeavor? It is because they, who have seen the light and shadow of the professional world for many years, resonate from the bottom of their hearts with the vision that BCS advocates: a fair football industry brought about by transparency, integrity, and new technology. Their presence is a powerful proof that BCS is not just a technology-driven project, but one rooted in a deep love and respect for soccer. The driving force of the ecosystem, the ATLA token and the official platform Boostyfi. What drives this grand ecosystem? The driving force is its native token, the ATLA token. The ATLA token is the base currency of the ADLTA network and supports all economic activities within the ecosystem. Transaction fees, gas fees, fees for recording transactions on the blockchain. Staking, a mechanism to contribute to the stability of the network by depositing tokens and earning rewards. DeFi, decentralized finance. Future financial services such as lending using tokens as collateral are expected. Payment in the marketplace, used to purchase player digital cards, NFTs, and club tokens. The total supply of this important ATLA token is fixed at 3 billion, and it adopts an inflation model of about 4% per year. The newly issued portion is mainly distributed as staking rewards. On the other hand, a mechanism has also been introduced to curb inflationary pressure by burning a portion of the transaction fees, thereby reducing the supply. There are two main ways to acquire this ATLA token: cryptocurrency exchanges, secondary market, such as MEXC, a public market where the price is constantly fluctuating due to supply and demand. Anyone can buy and sell freely. The official platform Boostyfi, primary market, the only place where you can purchase tokens directly from the project under special conditions. Tokens may be offered here at a lower price than the market price, but they come with long-term lockup, sales restriction, conditions called vesting and cliff. This is a mechanism to prevent short-term speculation and to reward long-term supporters who believe in the future of the project. Outlook for the Japanese market: the eve of a revolution in the Japanese sports industry. Finally, let's consider what kind of impact this BCS revolution will have on our Japanese sports industry. The challenges of the Japanese market and the affinity of BCS. The Japanese sports world, especially the J.League, is known as one of the most successful professional leagues in Asia. However, it also faces many challenges, such as the management problems of some clubs and the difficulty of evaluating young players who challenge themselves overseas. The benefits of introducing the BCS ecosystem here are immeasurable. For example, if the J.League were to manage club financial information and player evaluation data on the ATLA network, its soundness and transparency would be dramatically improved, which could lead to attracting new sponsors and investors. In addition, Japan has a passionate and mature fan culture that is unparalleled in the world. This culture and the mechanism of directly supporting players through NFTs and tokens provided by BCS are said to have an extremely high affinity. Fans have a strong desire to be involved more deeply and directly with the clubs and players they support. BCS can provide the perfect tool to satisfy that desire. The concrete plans of BCS in Japan. This is not just a matter of possibility. The BCS team has already stated that they are exploring concrete collaborations with multiple Japanese sports organizations and are actively negotiating the opening of a development academy in Japan. They aim to introduce the successful model from Brazil to Japan, paving a new way for talented young Japanese players to spread their wings to the world, and creating an environment where it is easier for clubs to discover local talent. The future of Japanese soccer as envisioned by BCS. It is a sustainable ecosystem where players, clubs, fans, and sponsors and investors are connected on the unshakable foundation of trust of the blockchain, and where each can enjoy benefits while growing together. Conclusion. In this article, we have explained the grand vision and concrete initiatives of the next generation sports platform Blockchainsports from multiple perspectives. BCS does not simply use the cutting-edge technologies of AI and blockchain as a gimmick. By utilizing them, it is trying to address the structural pathologies of opacity and inequality that the soccer world has long held, and to build a fair and sustainable ecosystem where players, clubs, and fans are all rewarded. This is already becoming a reality, as evidenced by the achievements of academy operations in Brazil and player contracts with Japanese clubs. What we are witnessing is not just a technological innovation. It may be the beginning of the biggest paradigm shift in sports history, where fans step down from the stadium stands, to the bench on the pitch side, and then into the club's boardroom, changing from spectators to co-creators who create the future of players' careers and clubs together.